Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the reigning NFC champs, and it's coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time. And he's got
rush coming, and he's taken down. Adafe Owe. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, he finds his man, complete. That's Watson.
Yeah, there we go, baby.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Jackson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Here's Fuller with a catch. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Will Fuller with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson steps away to his left. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 54 yards. And the Ravens will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Open man, Amari Rodgers complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. To throw is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Out to his left. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That's taken in by Duvernay. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Dobbins trying the left side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. From the gun, Jackson rolling to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? On first down, Rodgers. That is caught by Rodgers. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Rodgers. Throw left side, taken in by Rodgers. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there just before halftime. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. That's caught right side by Rodgers. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and goal. Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way, and I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the keeper. Geez, I mean, what more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but, you know, if you wanted proof of his straight-line speed, look no further.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about it.
Touchdown! That's caught at the 1. Mark Andrews. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Jackson. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Let's go, baby.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit the tackle to Jalen Holmes. Third quarter action in Super Bowl 57. Here's a 2nd and 10. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll roll him out right. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jackson finds a seam inside. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. It's a big play there on 4th and inches. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59. I smell fear in that. I smell fear in that. Mike.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. This one completes a Tunyon underneath. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Good work.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on 1st down. But this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Rodgers again now. This one swung out here to Jones. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 6.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. That time a 6-play drive. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins.
So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's it, baby.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. One final try now for Rodgers. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.